The first game on Sunday was Nuremberg up against Bayer Leverkusen. Two teams who wanted the 3 points here for two very different reasons. Nuremberg 17th with only 18 points to their credit so far this season. Leverkusen second going into this weekend with 50 points, knowing that 3 here would put them back to the top of the table because they knew what had happened with Bayern Munich and Cologne. We join the game in the 9th minute. It's the home team in the claret and black on the attack. Ball coming in from Risser, and the first chance blocked and cleared by Adler and Friedrich. And Risser, Marcel Risser, causing a lot of celebration. He, of course, is on loan from Bayer Leverkusen for the season. Just 9 minutes later, another chance for Nuremberg. Choupo-Moting causing all kinds of problems, and the final shot coming in again. Risser getting dispossessed and Adler clearing. All one-way traffic. Certainly you wouldn't tell who was top and who was bottom of the Bundesliga. That shot from Tavare. Leverkusen have won the last 4 fixtures between these clubs, the last 2 of them 4-0 and 4-1 respectively. However, they were both at home. Leverkusen certainly under pressure in the early stages of the game. Long ball from Hüppier up to Derdiok, and then Stefan Kiesling able to set up. Kadlec with a chance. Raphael Schäfer letting it go wide though, nothing to trouble the Nuremberg shot stopper. Only one of the 41 previous Bundesliga games between these two sides ended in a 0-0 draw, and if there was going to be a scorer right at the beginning, one would certainly put money on Leverkusen. The chance for Toni Kroos, not quite clearing the goalkeeper and going into the goal. Very nearly, but not quite. And then, just past the half-hour mark, check out this tackle by Reinhardt on Breno. Now, Steffen Reinhardt was lent out to Nuremberg last season and was part of their squad that got promoted, but that injury to Breno looks like knee ligament, and he had to be taken off, the man who's on loan from Bayern Munich. Dieter Hecking will have worries now as to who will fill his role next weekend against Berlin. But this seemed to galvanate Nuremberg, and on 42 minutes, Choupo-Moting got his second of the season. The cross coming in from Ottel, the header on by Mike Franz. Well, complaints from Dieter Hecking, but the fans weren't complaining. They were very much jumping up and down for joy. That header, and somehow Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting giving Sami Hüppier and Manuel Friedrich the slip and getting it past René Adler. Worrying times for Jupp Heynckes. It was to get worse for them just before the break. 45 minutes. Diekmeyer with the run, and somehow Choupo-Moting digs that one out and puts it past René Adler in the Leverkusen goal, causing absolute chaos on the terraces as the Nuremberg fans celebrated being 2-0 up. Not something they've had cause to do very often this season. And again, the man on loan from Hamburg slotting away for his 3rd of the season. Digs that one out and sticks it in the corner. Plenty for Rudi Völler, Leverkusen's director of sport, to watch, but he wasn't too pleased about a lot of it. And Nuremberg, after going in the lead at half-time, carried on the same way in the second half. And another on-loan man, also from Hamburg, Mikael Tavare, making it 3-0. Leverkusen with absolutely nothing to offer in the first 55 minutes. They looked as if they were still turning up. René Adler springing past the ball, disturbed slightly by Andy Ottel. Another one of Nuremberg's on-loan legion. But that made it 3-0. First ever Bundesliga goal for Mikael Tavare. So the fans in very good spirits as their team had a very comfortable lead. A couple of minutes later, a scene that will cause arguments for a long time. Now, is that really shielding the ball, or was that just an attempted rugby tackle by Nuremberg captain Andy Wolf? Stefan Kiesling certainly feeling the effects. That rule certainly needs to be looked at. Looked like a penalty to most Leverkusen fans, that's for sure. And they had reason to celebrate, if not very loudly later, with that goal by Stefan Kiesling. That was just 10 minutes after the penalty incident. And all of a sudden, Leverkusen were back in the game. That's the 14th goal of the season for Kiesling, and that puts him out in front of Kevin Kurani once more as Germany's top scorer. Then things got really interesting. Leverkusen threw everything they had at Nuremberg, and it was nail-biting stuff for the Nuremberg fans. That effort by Kadlec not being converted. Thumbs up there as well from Patrick Helmes, who'd come on as well in an effort to get things really moving. And Helmes getting his first of the season just 5 minutes later. Again, not a lot of celebrations from the Leverkusen boys. They knew they needed something special to preserve that 24-game unbeaten streak that they've had to this point in the league, setting a new record. 9 minutes to play, another chance, and again it's Leverkusen. The throw-in from Cruz, then work from Castro and Hupia. And Castro forcing the save from Raphael Schäfer. Dieter Hecking, nail-biting times as the clock ran down. Leverkusen going for it big time. A shame they hadn't played like this for the whole game. Barnetta with the chance, and twice Raphael Schäfer denying the Swiss international a goal. And when the final whistle went, it was a remarkable victory for Nuremberg. And they'll remember this one for quite some time. So will Leverkusen. It's the day their record ended.